I've never cheered someone on one knee before. That felt weirdly committal.
I never cheered someone on a coffee either. So first of all, I like being in North America because of the way the time works. So I like playing in the morning, and no one else likes playing in the morning. Majority of gamers wake up at, well, maybe 11 earliest, some as late as 2 in the afternoon. So for me, this is perfect because I can play a lot with the Europeans at a time that is perfect for me. Like I wake up at 7 or 8, I go over here and I can immediately play. And then at night we can play with each other still when the Europeans go to bed. So I think that the schedule is absolutely perfect for me. And I'm a big fan of just kind of watching what other people do. It's really nice to just be capable of asking a replay when you see Beyond lose to a Proudest, which doesn't happen very frequently, but when it does, you can have, hey, can I have a replay just to look over it? It's just super convenient, everything, and it's so easy. Yeah, it helps a lot. That's a rough one. I'm not actually sure. I think most of the time it's kind of a process with multiple people anyway, where you're looking at something. I don't think it's like one specific person where I'm like, oh, this person is absolutely fantastic. I feel like you can also I just like watching people look at their own stuff as well, like how they watch replays or how they just approach situations and then ask them. I don't think there's one specific person really. I think having the group is more important. Play less probably, a lot less, and a bit more intentional. When I started, kind of the golden standard was the Korean stories of playing 20 hours a day, 4 hours of sleep, grind hard and you'll become the best. And I really played a lot when I was younger. But I noticed over time that often the people that perform the best, it's not so correlated with the amount of time spent laddering. It's more what you're doing while you're practicing. And I think that took a while to really kind of set in. So yeah, I think just play less and focus more on watching replays or just having some type of intention when you're practicing, rather than just randomly queuing up games.
What about like life advice?
Life advice? I did everything perfect.
No regrets?
No regrets. I ended up here, didn't I? I think it was a goal. I remember I played Warcraft 3, so I started when I was like 12 or 13, and I remember there used to be a banner on Battle.net that showed that the WCG, the World Cyber Games, was going on with like a prize purse of, I think the number was maybe 100,000. I remember thinking, man, 100,000? You could live off that for so long. I'm pretty sure that the prize purse was divided over 5 or 8 different games, but I didn't think that far ahead and I didn't know how to Google things. So I was like, oh, $100,000. I was like, that's the money I'm going for. So from there on out, I was like, I would like to try that. But I don't think there really was a very viable path forward in Warcraft 3 when it came to that. I think there were maybe 6 or 7 people that actually made somewhat of a living in Warcraft 3. So yeah, Starcraft 2 coming out was pretty much what made me decide, okay, now I want to try for real. And that came out when I was 16. Yeah, so perfect. I think my backup plan was to study economics, I think, or business economy, something along those lines. I ended up going back to university in 2018, and I studied econometrics and operational research for 8 weeks. Then I quit. Yeah, it wasn't for me. The main thing is, I think that I saw how much other people enjoyed it. Like they would look at a math problem, or like, oh, this is sick, and they would figure out how to do it, or we'd figure it out together. It's like, oh, this was really cool. And then I'd be like, well, it wasn't that cool. And kind of the feeling that I had when playing Starcraft, when you figured out a build or a strategy or something clicked in your head, I could see that they had that feeling with math, and I didn't have it. I thought it was okay, but they really liked it, and it just wasn't for me because of that, I think. So I think that actually was after university, where I was like, I did that. I'm like, okay, I didn't super enjoy this, and I was just thinking, what else do I want to do? And I enjoy just making educational content. I thought it was fun to kind of explain people in like a guide what to do. So I started with that, and then from there on out, it kind of progressed naturally, where someone asks like, hey, could you look over this or could you do this? And then you kind of think of concepts and you start making videos. I think I seriously started at like the beginning of 2020 or the end of 2019, where I started really making YouTube content on a daily basis. Before that, I really just streamed. Yeah, been doing it ever since. I really like it when I have a good guide where I'm like, okay, this is good, where I can kind of refer back to it myself. Then I'm very happy with it. Like there's a lot of other things which I think are very funny, like the I think it's funny when people send me replays and they complain a lot, and then they're absolute garbage. Like I enjoy myself really. That's very fun. But I think the stuff I'm most proud of is like when there's a guide that I make, and 6 months from that point on out, I can refer back to it myself and I can't remember how to do something, and the guide gives me the answer. And I'm like, this is actually really cool. And I feel like the people that play at a slightly higher level, like masters or so and above, like when these guys message me like, hey, your guide really helped me, or I got like 200 extra MMR because of this, like, that feels really, really good. I think when so I'm a vegetarian now, when I ate meat, it would have been Korea. Their food, their meat stuff is so ridiculously good. It's actually crazy, the difference between, I think, the meat that we have in Europe and the way that we spice it, and but honestly, what most of Asia does with it, it's so much better. The difference is insane. But now, when I go visit Korea, it's actually really difficult to get food because there's almost nothing vegetarian. So, just based on that, I don't think I'd quite want to go there because it's such a hassle to get food. I really enjoyed. I had my honeymoon in Thailand. I love that. I thought the weather, the vibe, the people, the food is fantastic. To visit, I think Thailand is my favorite. I think it's really difficult to make vlog content for the audience that Starcraft has. I think generally vloggers are followed by 12-year-olds, and the Starcraft audience, I believe I have more people above the age of 65 that follow me than below the age of 18. I think it's difficult to have someone like your vlog. Like, there needs to be something else. I can't just grab a camera and say, what's up guys, today I'm eating breakfast, because no one will be interested in it. And I'm also not interested in putting out what I'm having for breakfast. Yeah, I have a specific vlog even where I visit a petting zoo that has much more views than most of my other videos. That was very fun as well. I enjoyed that. Yeah, it's funny when people refer back to that video specifically as something that they really like, because that is just completely me. Like, there's nothing else kind of around it. Like, this is just, yeah. Actually, me and my wife edited together. We put a lot of effort into that. I think those are also videos that I just enjoy making a lot, because I remember staying up to like 3 a.m. after we come back from the petting zoo. We recorded a lot. I was like, let's get this down to I think like 7 or 8 minutes or so. And it also has the perfect kind of, like, the shaky cam vibe, you know? It's kind of old school YouTube. I think something has gotten lost along the way on YouTube, where everything is too smooth almost. It's almost become TV in a lot of the cases, where I kind of miss the vibe of a guy just putting down a camera, you know, and it's shaky and the sound sucks, and he's doing a deadlift 4 times, you know? It's like, that's fitness content in the year 2007. I think it's very difficult to do now, especially once you reach a certain bar of quality. I think it feels really bad for yourself and for your audience if it goes down. So if you ever start heavily editing your videos and make everything smooth and have cool background music, and then you go back to that shaky cam style, I feel like that is kind of difficult to do, because it feels like the quality of the product is going down. I think having that feel by itself can be a quality as well. So, the most joy, I think I just enjoy playing a lot, like kind of just sitting there playing games, figuring stuff out. I think that's the best part.
Thanks for answering our questions, Kevin, and good luck out there.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks so much, guys.